Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd with more photos of South Fayetteville Prairie land and the pollinators that exist where we've got a few parcels of remaining native prairie. That's Rattlesnake Master, a very wonderful plant, and that's a little guy that I can't identify today, but I found I had enough interesting angles on him to share him. And I need to run a contest and give away a book every month or so, I guess, about such subjects to people that can help identify some of these critters. Anyway, that's two grasshoppers, and we won't talk about what they're doing, but it's essential to survival. And there are a couple of buckeye butterfly. They're nectaring, but they might be mating later on if you got a chance to follow them around for the rest of the day. There's an interesting mix of Pinnacle Prairie butterflies and other insects on the Rattlesnake Master. And Rattlesnake Master in abundance is relatively rare here, and it's not because there isn't still plenty of places where its roots are in the soil trying to come up. But every year when they come up, they get mowed down prematurely, and it's actually rare to find a site where they've succeeded this well into July, when they really make a difference to a lot of living things. But that's the relatively rare butterfly, a great purple hair streak that I photographed more than a week ago, but had to share with you a few more photographs of it because don't expect to see another one. That particular batch of Rattlesnake Master has been mowed down, and they're not congregating there. Not sure where to find that particular butterfly right now. That I do know is pretty common everywhere. It's the silver-spotted skipper moth, and it's on the basket flower, and it's sharing every day with several other species. There's a member of the fritillary family on some other flowers on World Peace Wetland Prairie. I like that one. It's not a spectacular shot, but I always like things when the sunshine comes through the wings of the butterflies. And there's a reminder that you can do short takes, and a lot better short takes than I do, I'm confident, if you'll show up at between 5 and 6 on Monday or 11 a.m. and noon on Thursday on Rock Street at the Peg Center, and just do it. And that last shot was a lady who bowled 300 at the Senior Center on their Y machine. So I took her picture as requested, and a few minutes somebody said, "Hey, she did it again." So they've had that machine for a couple of years, I guess, at the Senior Center, and these people have bowled for maybe longer than that. But anyway, those 300 games she rolled were the second and third that have ever occurred there. So that was a pretty big accomplishment. Till next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. Try to stay out of the heat and drink a lot of water. Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd. It's the 28th of July 2011 as we record this, and I've been on an involuntary heat-induced weight loss program, I think, mostly water and no interest in eating either. So let's just see what the pictures show us. Some of the guys that are having the most fun are swallowtail butterflies. And this is what I like to call the Cajun spice butterfly. What am I joking about? Well, it's not the spice bush per se that's so plentiful on World Peace Wetland Prairie. So it's not just a spice bush butterfly, but it's dependent there on another host plant, a tree, and it's the one from which filet is created for your gumbo from Louisiana. But those guys were up on near the front of World Peace Wetland Prairie, utilizing some Basketflowers. But one day I walked back to the back and went through some of this tallgrass, which is all taller than I am if you look around, and looked at some from a distance, as some of these you'll see are clearly zoomed from more than 20 feet, and then the closest ones are from maybe 7 or 8 feet, so they don't blur the background the same way because it's not zoomed so much. But there's a pair of spicebush swallowtails, and they were working hard on the flower, the basket flower. This one's about at least 7 feet, maybe 8 feet tall in that part of WP. There was a big stand of these the year before the ice storm, a lot of them out there. But then the ice storm broke down a hackberry tree, and it fell out at its full 100 foot tall, and suppressed those guys, and they wouldn't show up for a couple of years. But they're back this year in abundance. There's a reason I don't recommend that you automatically call for city help to stabilize your stream. This is the second effort the city's made there, and this is just limestone base material. Limestone base material is chopped up, crushed, whatever, and it's got this flour-like dust that will go in and pollute the stream. And when we get this rain that most of us have been praying for, you can see how close it is to the actual water in the town branch at the 11th Street Bridge. In the past year, they had put a bunch of pretty large chunks of not limestone, but maybe some of it was granite, maybe most of it was sandstone, but anyway, it was heavy and it didn't all wash into the creek. The last picture was Lauren Hawkins weeding on the World Peace Wetland Prairie Peace Circle Garden. And the weeding's been effective, but my watering has not been effective enough because there's no way to keep up with all the plants that need water there. So keep praying for rain, regardless of the pollution it may create. Till next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See ya.